What a great show that was. And if you enjoyed that clip, all you got to do is tap the link in the bottom and you can watch the entire show. All right, and we're ready to move on. So, we've talked about some really nice games. We've talked about the first game on the board. Now we're ready to go to one of my favorite conferences, and hopefully, this conference is going to be better to me than it was a couple days ago, and that is the Northeast Conference. So, we're going to FDU and we're going to go to St. Francis, Brooklyn. So, with FDU, this is a team that was very hot and got stopped by an equally hot, capable offensive team in Wagner. I think that with FDU, this is a very important game because they are in sixth place in the conference and only top four teams make the Northeast Conference tournament. And there is a jam log there. In the wins, you've got definitely not what you expected mostly from Elijah Williams. In the two losses against Wagner, he was able to give you 19 and 10 in both games. So you're definitely seeing him get back to his form at the right time. And I think that with the emergence of Joe Munden, we've really seen the freshman guard be able to step in, and he plays at a big enough size that he can make some stuff happen. Listen, FDU is a very good first half team, and they've been cashing in the first half, so they're definitely someone that I'm interested in first half bets. But they did get stomped by Wagner in the paint and in general defensively. I don't think that St. Francis Brooklyn, even with my fellow Canadian David Mullencott, is going to be able to do that kind of damage, but it is something to be aware of. Listen, FDU and Greg Herenda, what they want to do is they want to score 40. They want to drop threes in every half. And if they can do that and get that tempo, well, that's going to be problematic for St. Francis because what we've seen St. Francis do, while they have played very up-tempo against teams that want to do the same, we have seen them capable, most recently against St. Francis, of keeping their games under 150. I think that this is a number that ordinarily I would be jumping all over the over, but it is at 161 to 159 and a half, so there is a variety of different numbers available. I think that with FDU, they need to get that same kind of production that they got in a losing effort from Elijah Williams. They need Brandon Powell and Joe Munden to be efficient and effective shooting the three. And most importantly, their floor general, Jaleel Jenkins. Listen, there's something that coincides with FDU losses. Jaleel Jenkins has bad shooting games. In the game against Wagner, he shot 1 for 11, and guess what? They lost. So Jaleel's has got to find his shot, or simply put, this team does not win games. So they need a sweep for this top four spot, and they need to replicate that hot three-point shooting that they've had in certain games, specifically the game against Wagner. You know, they hit a program record, forgot which words I was going to say. So I do think that FDU against St. Francis defense probably is a little more successful, but you're going to need everybody to come and have a good game, because otherwise this St. Francis team is definitely capable of winning games. Travis Atson, the Quinnipiac grad transfer, has led this team with 14.8 points per game. Chauncey Hawkins is back. You got the services of Unique McLean and Rob Higgins, who both can give you good production in any given game versus any given conference opponent. You know, this team doesn't play very good defense. They're 10th in the conference in defense, so you are going to be able to score against them. And hopefully with FDU back in Hackensack, they're going to be able to do that. I think that with St. Francis, they're at 5-7, so they're a different position when it comes to conference standings. Maybe they're more looking to play the spoiler role. In any case, I'm taking FDU, and that's what we're doing. So FDU is available. I see a 3. I see a 3.5. What else do I see? Let me just line shop. Let me check Circa. don't know if Circa will have this game. Oh, yes, they do. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take this 3. It's available at -113 at Rivers. That is a U.S. legal book that we are allowed to use on the show. The 3 cents juice I don't like, but I'm going to pay for as far as the show record. When it comes to the total, I'm seeing anywhere from 159.5 to 161.5. I would be inclined to take that over 159.5. You know what? I'm going to. We're going to also take the over 159.5 at Circa at -110. That's a 2-point difference from what BetMGM has. So I have to take that. Bet365 does not have the added board games up at this time.